We are absolutely excited to get started with our live meeting here. This month, we are talking mainly about the email marketing and all the topics which are related to email marketing. We are just totally excited. Today's topic, we are talking about email deliverability, how your emails are going to land into other people's inboxes in safer way and better way. So without further delay, let's get started. So 20 tips on how to improve email deliverability. So I just like 20 tips. So why not 5, 10, 20? So I think 20 are very comprehensive. They cover everything, because when you say 5 or 10, they may not cover all the topics. And I think beyond 20, it becomes really boring. It is just too long for no reason. So most of my live topics are 20 tips. Yeah, actually, I heard somewhere that if you have odd number, it is better for Google and SEO. But I started all my lives with 20, so I'm just going to stick to 20. So today we are talking about how it's going to be putting your email into other people's inboxes properly. Improving email deliverability is really essential. It's really essential to ensure that your emails reach your audience's inboxes. Here are 20 tips that can help you improve your email deliverability. Use a trustworthy email service provider. Yeah, means basically don't go for any unknown, and especially something like free email service like Yahoo or something. So first of all, they have a limit how many emails you can send per day, and Gmail also, I think if you sign up for their workplace, they have a better service as a for email. But otherwise, just a regular Gmail account also, basically for sending email for your newsletters or something, it is not advisable. So make sure you have a trustworthy email service provider. Keep your email list updated and clean. Yeah, this was actually really hard for me, because initially when I got started into emails, I used to send email. I was not selling anything. I was just educating. I was just adding value to other people's lives. And still I was getting unsubscribes and bounce and all. And I was wondering why. Means, what did I do? And then I realized it might be their interest and my interest are different, or maybe their life had changed, their priorities had changed, so they don't want to be on my email list. So now it is perfectly fine. Now I really look at it as a very positive thing, because what happens, when someone unsubscribes or gets out of your email list, or if there is a hard bounce or something, and when you take them out of your email list, it is really good, because then your open rate, your conversion rate increases. And that's really good indicator, even your email provider and CRM. So it is a really good thing. And if they are not interested in your freebies and value added information and resources, there is no way they are going to provide you into your business or resources or products. So it's perfectly fine. Sometimes people say they clean quarterly. I used to clean like every day, but now I clean every week, and that's good enough. Use double opt-in to ensure that subscribers have given you permission to email them. Double opt-in is really important, because many times people just sign in and they just want your freebie, and they may not even use the right email, and later on they become part of your email list, and then it either keeps on bouncing, hard bounce, soft bounce, whatever it is. You don't want that to happen. And second thing, when they are getting their freebie, your freebie, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that is first opt-in. But second time, when you make sure that they are doing opt-in second time, you tell them that this is what you do and this kind of emails you will be sending. So they are aware of it. So it's not like that just because they got your freebie, they start getting your email. So if they don't opt in second time, it's perfectly fine. So that even your cleanup is easier, because first of all, they don't even join your email list, right? Today's topic is about how to deliver your email safely. So we'll be talking a lot about spam. And there are a lot of factors about spam, and we will be addressing all those various factors in a different way. So here we are talking about spam in the subject line. And there are some words which email service providers don't like. For example, free. They allow freebie, but they don't like free. So just make sure you don't put that kind of word in the subject line. There are many other words. You can Google those words to find out which words not to use in the subject line, or even ChatGPT can give you. But many times, if you have a really good CRM, good email service provider, when you put the email subject line, they will tell you, okay, this is not a good subject line. You have to change some words. So just make sure you don't put the words which can going to attract spam. This is again, this is a repeat repeat point. Personalize your emails so that they feel more relevant to the recipient. Why to personalize? Because as I mentioned before, when someone sees a group photo, where they look for first their own photo. Yeah, they may not, there might be other people, might be better looking than them, but hey, for everyone means they are the most important person on the earth. Hey, it is, that is how we are tailored. Okay, nothing wrong in that. And I'm not saying it is a crime. So if you personalize, it is really good, because then they feel touched. And how personalization, the simplest is this thing that you put their name in the subject line, and throughout the email also you can try to put name or some other personal kind of message, so that they feel touched. And yeah, your emails will reach more into other people's inboxes. Segment your email list and send targeted messages to each group. I want to give an example, because I provide various kinds of e-courses. So if someone signs into my imposter syndrome freebie, how to overcome imposter syndrome freebie, I send them emails only related to that topic. I don't send them email about SEO or sales funnel. No, I will send them emails only about mindfulness, or how to increase your confidence, how to get rid of your imposter syndrome, only those topics. But there are some emails which are common for everyone. For example, my newsletters are common for everyone, and they go for everyone, because my newsletters are generally free gifts, and people just go and grab a free gift, or some giveaways, or whatever. So that I send to everyone, because those are general and everybody likes gifts, right? Who says no if you are giving me a free gift and which is really good and value added? Who is going to say no? So that's going to happen. So just, but other information, you have to make sure that it is niche specific and send only that message. Or if someone already bought my SEO course, I'm not going to keep on telling them buy my SEO course, buy. They already bought. Why are you telling them same thing again and again? Yeah, you tell them 2-3 times, they are going to leave your email list. So that is how unsubscribe can happen. Use a clear and recognizable sender name and email address. Now, if the emails are coming from a company, generally they have a sender name like hello@companyname.com or whatever, or help at company name, or support, whatever, means contact at companyname.com or something like that. But once they know that, actually in my welcome sequence, or even in the freebie funnel sequence, welcome sequence, everywhere, actually I mentioned that this will be the email ID I'll be using in sending the emails to you. So whitelist that email, and there is a procedure about the whitelist. So generally I give them the link how to whitelist email address, so that they know next time they see the email coming from this particular address, they recognize it. Make sure your email content is mobile friendly. I'm not much on mobile generally, and especially I don't read many emails on my mobile, but most of the people, yeah, they do read their emails on mobile. So I don't have to do what is good for me. I have to see what is good for others and what other people appreciate. So if the emails are mobile friendly, and most of the time when you are writing an email in your mobile, in your email server, they have option. You can see how your email will look on a desktop, how your email will look in a mobile version, so that you can correct few things, but just make sure. So yeah, here you have to think about others, what is good for them. So even though I don't read emails on my mobile, I do make sure that my emails are mobile friendly. Test your emails before sending them to ensure that they don't get caught into spam filters. Now, I told you, because today's topic is only about how to deliver your emails properly. So we'll be talking about spam a lot, because that is the most important thing to make sure that your emails are reaching safely into inboxes. So you can test your emails various ways, and it depends on your email service provider, CRM. They have a system. So just before sending email, just test it. And testing is also important for many other areas. So for example, I test email, and when I receive that email, I just see whether all the links are working or not. Because sometimes what happens, I forget to change the preview sentence and all. And when I receive, I say, oh, okay. So it's always a good idea to test your email before sending, to ensure that they are of good quality. Use a clear call to action in your email. And call to action starts from the subject line. It's not necessarily it has to be just in the email. For example, today's live, I sent a reminder to all my email subscribers, and I mentioned in the email subject line that join my live coming up today at 2 p.m. and PST, because everywhere the times might be different. All the people who are on my email list, yeah, they might be having different time frames. So that I mentioned. So that was into my subject line. And in the email, it was a very short email. I gave them two options. Either they can join my Facebook group and they can join the live meeting over there, or they can join Zoom. And yeah, there is a replay option. If they really want a replay, that option is also available. So there is a call to action. I personally like really short emails. Generally, I don't like, I don't read long emails. If their email is very long, then just make sure that there are proper heading, subheading, and bold letters, so that they can just read that, and they can skip through. Because many people, yeah, they just skim through all the email content. They may not even sit and read full email. So just make them, yeah, very easy to read your email content. And call to action is the most important thing, because many times I get email and I look for, okay, what is the call to action? Okay, this is full email. Where is the link? Where can I click? Where I'm going from here? Because if I open that particular email, so that email came from a proper source, the person to whom I know somehow, either virtually or in person. So then I just keep on looking, where is the call to action? And many times I don't find it. I said, then what is the use of this email? Because call to action doesn't mean just you are selling. Call to action can be anything. Call to action can be, okay, join my webinar, or these are the various podcasts. This is my new blog post. Call to action can be anything. Many times I put actually multiple call to action, especially in my newsletter, because I'm giving away lots of freebies and gifts and all in my newsletter. So there can be multiple call to action, but I just make sure that they are properly separated in each section. So it is very obvious what is for what, so that they won't get confused, because people don't have time and they shouldn't be spending time figuring out. Now they open your email, what to do next. So very clear call to action. Keep your email frequency consistent. This is the key for everything. This is the key for your social media algorithm, but this is also the key for your audience. Because if you have an email list and you send them maybe once in blue moon, okay, this is the email, and they get your email and they even don't know you because they have forgotten you, because they signed up your freebie some time back, or somehow they got into your on your email list, and now suddenly you are sending after a long time email. Then they might have even forgotten you. Many times people have a hesitation to send email because they say, oh, why should I send? Oh, why should I bother and all? It is not botheration, because they gave you their name and email address. Okay, forget name, but at least email address. So they are expecting something from you. They are expecting some kind of value added information, training, education, whatever it is from you. So provide that to them. Yeah, and selling is also not a bad thing, because you are serving people, you are solving their problem. So if they see that you are solving their problem, and basically this solution, it is the best solution available in the market, and you know what you are providing is the best solution available in the market, they will go for it. So you are serving them, you are helping them. So just make sure have the frequency consistent. Get rid of that hesitation. And sometimes some people say, okay, I will send email whenever. Yeah, but that also means your audience knows that, okay, it's not like that you are going to send email every Monday or every Friday and all. I have actually something called a TGIM. And that I came from TGIF, because many times people say TGIF, thank God it's Friday. I said, thank God it is Monday. Because for me, weekend and partying, they are as fun as the work which I do. So for me, Monday is as exciting as Friday. So I started sending TGIM, and people do open those emails because they are full of goodies. So whatever frequency is good for you, you stick to it. So you can send once a month, you can send once in 2 weeks or once every week. I see some people send even 2-3 emails per day. Yeah, but means their audience knows that, and then basically audience is okay with it. So yeah, that works for them. Just see what works for you and go accordingly. Include a clear and easy to use unsubscribe link, because hey, the karma is basically to help people, add value to other people's lives, not to irritate them. So if people are getting irritated with your emails, hey, make sure they unsubscribe. It is good for you, good for them, because you are not going to add positive karma into even your life by irritating other people. So my CRM, which I'm using right now, they have a unsubscribe list link at the bottom. And I requested them that please provide us the means basically unsubscribe list even at the top, because I just want people to have that option so that they don't have to go through full email and look for that link. So yeah, that's the good karma, positive karma. So just make sure you have it. But if you are using good email marketing service provider, then of course they will have this link available. Again, this link is not available for the regular email services which you use, like Yahoo, Gmail, Outlook. Gmail, actually, workplace is a different story, but I'm talking about regular personal email addresses and IDs. Use a spam checker tool. So many times you can buy separate spam checker. And yeah, you can look into means basically AppSumo. There are various softwares which are available, and AppSumo and all. Actually, they have various things, but even you can Google and find if you really want that. I don't use that because my CRM is really good and they have this built in. But if you want actually your emails to be landed into other people's inbox in better frequency, yeah, just go for it. Use a custom domain email address rather than a free email service. So you have a company, you may not have even website, but you have a company and you must have given your company some name. So make sure you register domain for them, that name, and get the email address. The my hosting company, actually, they provide email addresses the moment I buy domain from them. It is little bit of yeah, it is more of the expensive side, but I like that service. This is added extra touch. I really like that. But if you are hosting somewhere and they are not providing the email addresses for your domain name, you can have just the parking service. For example, there are many sites for you can go for gkg.net and they have a parking service, and that's very, very inexpensive. So you can have your domain name, custom domain name, and you can send emails. So people who are receiving your email, they know, okay, this email is coming from this particular company. Avoid using too many images in your email, because images are good, they are interesting, but just one image, it can give some idea about, okay, this is related to email marketing, but it won't give the specific message. For that specific message, you have to have text next to that image, and you don't want actually just your email full of images. You have to convey some values, some message, some call to action. So it's always better to have some text and yeah, some images, means not just too many images. So here actually it says the text to image ratio is at least 1:1. You can have more text, less images, but if you have too many images, make sure whenever you add any image, you add text to that explaining what is that image is all about. Use a consistent email template, and that is part of branding, because once you have a consistent email template, they know this is coming from this company. Branding everywhere, branding on social media, blogging, video, everywhere. Now this is my branding going to be, because my brand colors are teal and pink or brown, purple, that kind of combination. So this is my branding. Again, we are talking about spam. I told you, right? This topic is about how to deliver your email safely into other people's inboxes. So CAN spam compliant is little different from all the chapters and all the topics which I discussed before. So you can find more information about CAN spam compliant, and yeah, there are various I talked about first words about that, but there are some emojis and images and all. Those are also not allowed. No, I'll just tell you, every platform has a different spam filter. You have no idea, but you have to figure it out. For example, in my TikTok video somewhere, I just mentioned funnel, and they immediately actually confiscated my account, because that was the spam word for them. But for email, there is a different standard, different kinds of words. So just make sure there is a CAN spam, and you can, I don't have enough time to go into details of that. You can sure find more details. You can Google, or you can message me, you can DM me. I'll provide you more information and article about CAN spam. Monitor your email metrics to track your emails are getting delivered properly and the engagement. Now, these metrics are really good and they play a really good role. For example, if you want to send email just because you want to, and you send email at 1 a.m. in the midnight, that email reaching and opening rate is way lower than you sending email at 1 p.m. Just make sure, just monitor whenever you are sending email. I also actually heard somewhere that if you send email at the top of the hour, your email is going to be deleted very fast, because most of the people, they send email at the top of the hour. So you send email something like, instead of sending at 1 p.m., you can send email at 1:20 p.m. or 11:20 a.m. or something like that. Just make sure so that people are done deleting their emails, and after that your email is landing into their mailbox. It is fun. It will be opened. And engagement rate, basically engagement rate, you can monitor in various different ways. For example, I monitor my engagement rate when I send lots of freebies on Monday, actually TGI, my Monday newsletter. I just see how many people click. But most of the time I see that how many people really registered for the free gift which I put over there. So that's the real engagement, because that also takes time, because they click on the link and first of all, they trust you. So they open your email, then they click on that particular link, and then they go and they grab your gift. So this is all engagement. So they are just telling you, okay, I like you, what you're sending, send me more. Keep your email list engaged by sending relevant and valuable content. Previously, I mentioned about the niche specific content. So if someone signed up for one particular freebie, I send information only about that particular area, and newsletters are common for everyone. But now, many times I see people change their niche. For example, they change from health and beauty to digital products. So if someone has signed up into your email list because they are getting meal prep information from you, and then you suddenly start sending them information about digital products, it doesn't make any sense, because you promised them that you will be sending them meal prep, and now you are sending them digital products. Yeah, it's not relevant to them. It is not valuable to them. You have to see what others want. It is not what's for you. It's the most important thing is what's in it for me. That is what your audience is asking. So send really relevant and valuable content. Following these tips, you can increase the chances of your emails reaching into your audience's inboxes. And yeah, your emails will be delivered really safely. And once you start adding all the value, they will be open, and you will be adding value, you will be creating good karma, and it will be good for your life. It will be good for your business too. Thank you.